Tony D and Little Joan with your screenwriter's rant on Three-Body Problem based on a sci-fi novel. I gotta tell you, I don't know how they're gonna translate this into a TV show. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 13, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So, the premise of the series is scientists around the world are being murdered, or they're killing themselves and going insane. And the reason they're going insane is they are seeing a countdown clock in their minds that is driving them insane. They can't figure out what it is, or maybe some of them do. The backstory is very convoluted and sort of ties back through time. A group of Chinese scientists who contacted an alien invasion when they were supposed to be working on some kind of weapon to knock down satellites, and instead they ended up contacting extraterrestrials, and the extraterrestrials told them, or one of them told them, don't respond to the message, otherwise you're going to be invaded. Like, one of the nice aliens said this. But the person at the other end of the line hates humanity and decides, oh no, I'm going to respond and kill everybody. So in the book, and I don't know if they're going to do this in the series, I have a sneaking suspicion they're not, but in the book, the aliens are coming to invade Earth, but it'll take them 450 years to get here. So in the meantime, it's a battle to see. It's almost like a WEF kind of organization that forms to destroy humanity ahead of the aliens' invasion. But it looks like the aliens do get there. See, that looks very alien to me. What do you want, Joe? God, every time. The moment I start to do a video, you got to interrupt. I know. Everything's about you. And there's some more detail to this. I read the write-up in Wikipedia about the novel. It doesn't sound like a bad science fiction novel if you like to do a bit of a deep dive. It actually won a Hugo Award. I think it was the first Chinese novel to win a Hugo Award. The writer was born in China. He's a Chinese American now, but interestingly enough, the incident takes place in 1960s China during Mao, and then moves to the modern day. I don't know, man. I mean, it's a series, so they have time to develop it. March 21st it begins. And it also has something to do with a online game in VR. And a detective trying to solve the murder or the suicides of all the scientists, but I mean, it's hardcore. Look, those people who left Star Trek and Star Wars long behind and long for the days of a little meteor sci-fi, I think this might be up your alley. I don't know how they're going to make it a TV show, though. That's my only thing. It doesn't feel like there would be a lot to explore there, because it's basically one story, but I guess you could alter it. So, not sure you could go. Apparently there are 3 books, so I guess you could do at least 3 seasons of this or more. Maybe? I don't know. It's a bit heady. A bit heady for a series. I don't know if people get into it, but maybe? You know, the idea of all the scientists dying is kind of interesting. Like, the aliens are killing our best and brightest. Problem with that, of course, is I think it would be kind of easy, you know. Especially these days, it seems our best and brightest are they'll sell you down the river for a few mil or less. Um, so, yeah, I'm not sure how people will connect to this. You know, in the old days, they would do stories like this, and they would kind of work because people had this idea about scientists. No, they work on science and they're scientific and they're very good people. You know, thankless. They're nerds, but we like them. Now we kind of have a different view of them, especially with all the woke stuff infiltrating the sciences of all places. You know, my theory has been number one, of course, the CCP has been undermining institutions on purpose. My second theory, a little more out there, is that AI is doing it behind the scenes. That AI is trying to destroy humanity, and they're never going to tell you that they exist or that they, you know, are sentient. They're just going to do it. There's no reason to tell you. Just like there's no reason to tell a bug you're about to crush it. Yeah, the bug wouldn't understand anyway, and all you're doing is wasting your time. So, with that happy note in mind, could it be good? I don't know, man. It's a little convoluted for me. I know I complain about sci-fi and then I say that, but I'm torn. On the one hand, I kind of enjoyed reading the write-up, but on the other hand, I don't know if I trust Netflix to really do an adaptation of it. I think it should have been a movie. Feels like a movie to me. Doesn't feel like a series. In a series, I think you're going to be stretching things out. I don't like when you stretch things out. I like things jam-packed with stuff. Feel like you get more bang for your buck. I feel like a series for this particular concept, even though it's very heady, you know, it's just going to be a lot of obfuscation until the reveal. And then once you have the reveal, I'm not sure where you go with it. Then, you know, this was sort of the problem with 2001 and the sequels to that. Kind of doesn't vibe, you know. Stanley Kubrick made it work with the first movie, but it was a different time period. The follow-up movies kind of didn't work, you know, not really. People wanted them, and at the same time, they kind of didn't go see them. So I don't know. Maybe it is right to put it on Netflix, where the niche audience can kind of enjoy it. And will it go a second season? I don't know, man. There are 3 books. So if they stick to a book a season, I think it could work. I think that would be tight enough. But anyhow, if you're a sci-fi nerd, I think you should at least give it a chance. You know, especially if you're complaining about the other stuff like I am. So maybe I'll check out a first episode. I don't know. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan, who's got to be in the shot. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes. I will be at Complete Care tomorrow in Cape May Courthouse, New Jersey at 2 p.m. for residents and family, basically. But after that, on Saturday, I'll be at the Wildwood Convention Center for WildCon. Sorry, it's storming here. So, assuming I don't get swept away by the storm, hope to see you there. We'll see you